Actually, I just started my commute. I got a lot of shit on my mind right now. It almost kind of seems like there's a lack of respect to the people that are actually fucking making things happen. In the regard that just anybody could fucking stomp their way into this industry and have a nice fucking little dream job they wanted because they can't fucking get a job in our fucked up economy right now. And, you know, I don't really, you know, I see a lot of people scrambling to try to get their foothold into this thing, and it's almost kind of fucking pathetic, actually. When you really boil it down, it's really motherfucking pathetic. And, you know, I'm a hydro shop owner, okay? So I can understand why people think when I go on blast about people who start co-ops that aren't even fucking weed growers, that are just flipping other people's weed, they don't understand how offensive that fucking whole thing is to somebody who's been doing this for a while. And, like, their whole point of living was to stay under the radar because they don't want to fucking go to jail, because that's the reality of the risks that were involved in doing that shit when you didn't have your little fucking green card, okay? And, you know, nobody thinks about all the bullshit that the real fucking growers had to fucking deal with over the course of those years when things weren't quite as open and we didn't have a fucking website to go meet master growers and have them sort out our fucking spider mite problems and our grow room problems. You know, it's almost like the networking that is available to us through the Green Thumb website is taken for granted now. You know, if somebody doesn't want to fucking give out their strains that they had to fucking work really motherfucking hard to get, and they had to fucking build relationships over time to get, and they had to make promises to the people that gave them those strains to get that. So really, you know, to go passing that shit around the community to basically a bunch of strangers, to just expect that out of somebody is a little fucking insulting, and I'm not really with it. So I'm about to get really fucking crazy about my stance on businesses and things, you know, from every angle on this and this whole fucking thing. You know, to the hydro shops like me and Steven are doing. I don't want to fucking I don't want to just settle for not supporting a hydro shop that fucking doesn't want to talk about medical marijuana or wants to kick you out of their shop for talking about it. I don't want to just settle for not doing business with them or just kind of just letting it happen. I want to fucking burn those businesses. And the same thing that goes for the fucking co-ops that are just lowballing everybody and then fucking screwing the patients. You're going to get burned too. So, fucking A. This is what I gotta do to drive down the motherfucking road here. Drive stick, hold the camera, and blow in a fucking tube. Oh, good. Goody, I'm not drunk. Anyway. So, yeah, that's my little rant about all that. I don't see any reason, you know, there is a lot of fucking smart, talented fucking people that have been making their ends growing weed, and that would have loved to take the step to where they could actually have a legitimate career and a job. And I think the people that have paid their dues as far as living that life and that have done that in the past and have basically made it to where we can have the freedom with cannabis that we have today. I mean, hopefully this is just the tip of the iceberg, you know what I mean? Like, plant numbers, laws, all this bullshit, there's no reason for any of that to begin with. And eventually we'll be there, but for right now, you know, everyone's looking at this as a big motherfucking cash cow, and it's fucking insulting to the people that have worked hard to get it to where it's at. And I'm just going to leave it with that, and like I said, I'm not going to just actively not support the businesses that are just, that I can just see right through as people who see this whole thing as nothing with dollar signs in their eyes. I'm gonna fucking burn them down. So, especially I thought about it as a hydro shop owner. Any type of business run by a grower is gonna get my 100% support, and that's that. So, I hope that other green thumbers would see this and maybe kind of start thinking along the same lines. We kind of need to get more militant about this and fucking drive a lot of these fucking fakes out of our business and out of our industry, because it doesn't belong to them, and they're making a fucking mockery of it, to be honest with you. There's no fucking quality except for Green Cure. I mean, whatever. I'm not gonna even name drop shit here, but this is, you guys all know what I'm talking about. And another thing I want to talk about here is the term safe access. I love the term safe access. Such a fucking dipshit fucking term when you really think about it. And what people try to pawn off as safe access to their meds. You know, there's been a couple threads on the board where people, imply that going over to a grower's house is somehow not safe. And they bring up things like Steve Sarich and how there was a gunfight at the guy's house and he's a grower, so holy shit, all the growers must be fucking gun-toting lunatics, when they don't know anything about the fact that Steve Sarich was defending himself against fucking home invaders, and if you're not out to fuck anybody over or steal from someone, you got nothing to worry about, okay? Going to a fucking grower's house and buying meds directly from the source, or a fucking co-op that's run by the growers, so they don't have to have people over to their fucking house all the time. Yeah, there's, what I would consider safe access is getting it right from the source and knowing where it came from and how it was done and everything. Not, what people try to pawn off as quote-unquote safe access is just a fucking... So does that mean that you want me to... You gotta come into my shop and pay fucking overpriced crap because you feel like you're going into some fucking, Best Buy of weed or fucking Walmart of weed or some shit, or Baskin Robbins of weed, and you want that luxury. You want a little hand job and a little fucking ball coddling, and then that's gonna make you feel safe? It's fucking complete bullshit. Go and get it from the source, from the guy who did it, or the girl who did it, and that is as safe as it fucking gets right there. So, the same damn thing could be said for these hydro shops too. And, I'm looking at offering safe access to hydro gear, okay? So, the whole reason that I'm in business with this is to provide safe access. And that, in my opinion, that doesn't involve getting your shit from Sunlight or a fucking hydro farm. For a lot of different reasons. So, just anybody who thinks about hydro installations and, what we're all about and our whole fucking motto, it ain't to fucking move units, okay? Like Sunlight Supply and Hydro Farm are all about. All they care about is moving units. They don't give a fuck what they're selling to you, okay? They don't give a fuck about how well your marijuana garden produces, okay? They don't fucking even want to talk to you about it or acknowledge that you're growing marijuana with their products. They want to move fucking units, okay? And that's it. So, when you go to a typical dickhead hydro shop and they open up their Sunlight or their Hydro Farm fucking distribution catalog, and you can get your fucking nice easy little package from them, you really have no idea what you're supporting. And with hydro installations, we fucking basically don't make shit. We started this business so we, as growers, could get good deals on the gear that we wanted. That's it. Because I don't want to have to deal with people online. I want to go to a shop where I fucking know the guy. I know that I can talk to him about my latest harvest. And that wasn't available to me around here. So me and fucking Steven made it. For you guys. For that fucking reason. So any comments about, like, that we're trying to hustle patients here or whatever the fuck is just, like, fucking laughable. So we don't make shit off of the gear we sell to you guys at all. We beat the fucking lowest prices online on everything. And that means that we're fucking not making money at all. Oh yeah, just real quick, let's just take a little tour of KK's ride here at my fucking pimp ride with the fucking weather stripping flipped out. My fucking 88 Honda that stinks when you drive down the fucking road. This is how KK's living right here. In a lap of fucking luxury here. The Kitsap capitalist. So, if that's where you think we're coming from, you're just completely off base. It's nothing more than a fucking little shop for me to go get stuff that I want that I can't find anywhere else. And from people that will talk to me about growing weed. So, if you got a problem with that, go to some fucking asshole hydro shop. There's plenty of them around trying to cash in on this fucking industry. And, you know, I'm fucking tired of fucking being guilted or feeling bad about what the fuck I'm doing, dude, because me and Steven have nothing but the fucking best intentions here. And, you know, I challenge anybody who's ever dealt with either one of us to fucking prove otherwise. So, we'd love to sell you guys a lot of fucking hydro gear at the fucking best prices possible, and, you know, talk to you about your garden and the whole fucking bit. If you're not into that, fuck off, I guess. Go somewhere else where they want you to talking fucking code, you know, where they want you to tell them that you're growing tomatoes, you know. There's plenty of shops around that you can go do that at. So, but that's not what we're about. We're about growing fucking medical marijuana. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it.